sideways at the best he can, but he's got one of the best drivers in the UK this season. Well, in the last 15
the likes of Max McRae driving and these older cars, the older Frank Keating drifts at high speed out of the stock car oval with the Blomqvist behind him, then has to weave his way through the chicane on the main straight, and what a noise for that engine.
Not yet requiring to get the back end down. However, I wonder if it rains later on in the day, whether we'll see them decided that actually breaking the traction a little quicker, as we once again have Jimmy McRae onto the stage.
Yeah, Jimmy and I always get into free and on that stage. Whether that was the plan or not, he'll just be kind of convinced. Car, the red stage, that was a little bit of bright yellow with a blue on it, a little bit of orange. Enjoy everything there is over one there. Wiggle and a wobble through that section, so to speak,
as well, so plenty of
slightly more room than he did in the early phases of the competitive action. As McRae getting the rear end of that smooth 555.
Actually, just to put up Darius there, as we could see, he was taking a couple of bites at turning at the top of the hill. Stig Blomqvist notably more cautious actually about where he almost found himself off the road on stage one. This time he's kept remaining his line intact, and it's interesting to say, but if they go past the bales, the bags on the inside of the uphill section, you can indeed the Austin just about dragging itself up the steepest point of gradient on stages number 1 and 2. Now he's back down the hill. Watch this Vinny fly as he comes over the crest. He doesn't look quite as comfortable, to be honest, this time around. It's a touch more subdued from Stig Blomqvist. Hopefully everything in the car is okay.
Because of course the balance suspension is able to do that. Now, if you try and get anywhere to slow it,
seems to run in that hammer.
The rally, and yet, to be honest, that good. Absolutely, yes. Always generally on the podium with that escort, yeah.
McRae holds the record for most British Rally Championship titles. He's worked in won it in 1981, 1982, 1984, 1987 and 1988. Various results you get
there's a lot of racing in Stamford.
Another one to watch that's out on circuit is going to be Sir Chris. Around the exit of the lane, we've got the first car being released. Matt McRae jumps out dip. He's leading the
That's a
round
number
by
4.
3 seconds.
Which is James Gibb and Knockhill. Yeah, it's looking rather lively as they just tap the brakes as they head down.
Back up.
Currently
Out onto the hillside, and that is nice and sideways. Hooks up what, as we said, is beginning to be a bit of a rut, right close to those weighted bags. Now he's going to get towards the very, very tricky left hand side. The inverted we have, it's not supposed to be one, but it rained and all the water built up there. The car 4, Jordan 1.
We go down. Very good.
One-time British rally champion with that Escort making a light work of the gap between himself and the mixed.
The number 3 is out now, it's picked off with speaking out, accelerates first up on a slightly bumpy rise, then get as close to the tires as you can, which in Johnny's case he gives it a slight bird actually. Now the second appears to be getting lively for a lot of people. No problem for the Vauxhall and Frankie T.
it looks very quick on your feet.
Scary flat out. It'll still be put to the floor around the back but Katie's going to
White car there, going through the duct. The big bump there, and the Escort managed to absorb that little bump quite comfortably. As a design from the 1970s, but a rally wouldn't be a rally without a Mark II Escort.
Yeah, absolutely. It would not at all. And it's worth noting that there will be points here where the Escort, for example, loses a little bit of time to some of the more modern machinery. However, in that wee big tight technical section up the hill,